Hey guys, it's Rick. Thank you for joining me today. It is my birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to do a staycation at the Disneyland Hotel. I'm checked in here at the Disneyland Hotel. You might be able to see it in the background there behind me. I'm staying for 2 nights in the DVC Villas, and I'm really excited to be back. I love staying here. I come here all the time, and I'm really grateful to be here again, especially to spend my birthday here. I booked the stay the day before my birthday. That way I could wake up at the Disneyland Hotel and be at Disneyland on my birthday. There's no better way I could think of to celebrate my birthday, so I'm super excited to be here. Let's go have a fun staycation. So I'm all checked in. I'll show you guys my room here once my room is ready. I'm just checked in early. The weather is kind of very bizarre today. It's cloudy, but it's pretty chilly actually. This feels like the first fall day that we've ever had so far. It was supposed to be warmer. It was predicted to be 10 degrees warmer than it is right now. The sun is burning off as we speak though. The sun is burning off the clouds and poking through, and I can feel that it's gonna get about 10 degrees warmer within the hour. So I'm really enjoying this cool weather while it lasts. That'll help with our stroll through downtown Disney here. I'm gonna start, before I go into downtown Disney, I'm gonna start at the Disney Fantasia shop at the Disneyland Hotel. There's a couple of new items, a shirt and a mug and a pin that came out for the Disneyland Hotel 70th celebration. So we're gonna start there. And I think for the rest of the staycation, I'm just gonna do things that I like for my birthday. So I'm gonna go try the hot dog of the month at Craftsman because I love trying the hot dog of the month. And it's like an Oktoberfest dog this time. I'm really excited to try that out. It's a bratwurst and I think some sauerkraut or pickled cabbage on it, and I love that combination of ingredients, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy that. And I'm not really sure what else we're gonna do. I'll probably continue this vlog into tomorrow, which is my actual birthday, and just do a little bit today and a little bit tomorrow. I'll probably relax at the pool. I love being at the pool at the Disneyland Hotel, and maybe we'll try some more food tomorrow. We'll see what we can get into. I'm just really gonna go with the flow and just enjoy being here. I'm here for the good vibes and the good times, so I'm really excited to celebrate my birthday at the Disneyland Hotel. So thank you guys for coming along with me. It's gonna be a great time regardless of what we do, so let's go have some fun. They have the Disneyland Hotel decorated for Halloween right now, and it looks so awesome. Look how it's the stretching room portraits here, the Haunted Mansion, you have the ballerina, you have all the characters from the Haunted Mansion right when you walk in the lobby. I love that they switched this out. They did a lot of different Haunted Mansion stuff. Even on the elevators, they decorated it with decals. It's really, really nice. I love walking in and seeing this. This is beautiful. And they have this huge floral display. It looks really autumnal, really good fall vibes to it. I love that. It's got cattails and sunflowers. These are all real flowers. It would be so expensive to decorate all this. I just love that Disneyland always puts out real flowers in their hotels. The Grand Californian does it, and they do a big floral display where the confectionery is right now, where the Mickey confectionery is. They usually have a lot of flowers over there too, but just look how pretty this is. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's immaculate too. It's just perfectly manicured. The Disneyland Hotel opened October 5th, 1955, after the park opened, a couple months after the park opened. So they have a lot of the Disneyland Hotel 70th merch that just came out to coincide with the celebration. So let's look at that. I think there's 4 new items we'll take a look at. This is $19.99 for the brand new pin. I love the backing on the pin here, how it actually has the Disneyland Hotel 70th logo on that too. That is really nice detail. And the marquee has a 70 added, the classic marquee for the Disneyland Hotel. You have Mickey looking very awesome in his retro car. There's even a little tiny 70th logo down there below the car. I just love the detail on this. This is an awesome pin for $19.99. And you have the facade of the hotel in the background with some palm trees. Very iconic, and I love the stars up in the sky there. When I think of the Disneyland Hotel, I always think of those retro, contemporary, modern stars there. That's really cool. The kind of mid-century modern stars. Very nice. $19.99 for that one. Very awesome pin. They need to stop making mugs that are so nice because it keeps tempting me. I seriously have too many Disney mugs, but I might have to get this one. I just love it. Disneyland 70th marquee there. This one is $19.99. I love how it's identical to the pin. It's actually the same exact thing as the pin with the hotel facade in the background and his really classic car there, Mickey in his yellow shirt. But what I love is these newer mugs have a Mickey imprint on the bottom. So the inside of the mug has a Mickey imprint when you drink out of it. And I just think that's really cool. I love that. I love the D handle on there for the Disneyland D. That is just great. $19.99. I love the size of this mug too, and I like that it's two-toned. It's a dark navy blue on the outside, but a nice lighter blue. Still a dark blue, but lighter than the navy on the inside that matches the handle. I really like how they did the two-tone color like that. It's like an indigo kind of color where it's purple and blue on the outside, and I really like that color a lot. It looks really nice with the pink of the car. It kind of pops the pink there, and I love the Disneyland marquee, the little sign. Wow, that is just awesome. There's even some little tiny stars next to the sign. I like the font they chose for the 70 too. This is an awesome mug. I love this one. You can find it at Fantasia Shop at the Disneyland Hotel. This is $39.99. It's a women's short sleeve t-shirt. It's kind of thick too. It's soft though. It's a very nice quality t-shirt. I love the lime green color of the palm trees and the bushes there. And this time you have Minnie instead of Mickey. You have Minnie getting the spotlight there. She is catching some sun. She is catching some rays and getting her vitamin D in. Look at her. That is awesome. I love her sunglasses too. Her kind of cat eye sunglasses. She looks very retro. You have a nice 70th logo there. There's nothing on the back of this one, but look, in the little water pool right there, I found a hidden Mickey. Can you see that by her foot? There's a little hidden Mickey. The umbrella is a nice two-tone pink too. I like the facade of the building in the background. This is just an awesome shirt, but I love the color they picked for the Disneyland Hotel font right there. That is great. With the 70th, it looks really, really nice. This is a really good throwback shirt. They did a good job with this collection. There's only a few items, but I would have liked to see like a Tervis and a Spirit jersey and stuff in this collection. Maybe they'll come out with some more Disneyland Hotel 70th stuff because they did a great job with what they have so far here. This is also $39.99. It's a women's 3/4 sleeve shirt. It's not quite a long sleeve. It's a 3/4 sleeve there. It'll end at your forearms, but I love the color of that. And that is $39.99. You have the Disneyland Hotel marquee there with the special 70th sign next to it. I like the color combination of that dark blue and the white. These are all pretty simple designs, which I really like. Simple yet effective. There's nothing on the back of this one, but the front is very nice. It's a really thin but really soft 3/4 sleeve too, so it'd be a good temperature for fall here since it is warmer. Next week is supposed to heat up again, even though today's kind of cool. It's getting pretty warm out right now though, now that the sun is burning through the clouds, but this is a great shirt. I just love all this stuff. I was just going to mention that the entrance, the security entrance to downtown Disney right under the Sorcerer's Hat across from that, from the hotel, is back and open, but I'm just going to go through the other way this way. I'm next to Trader Sam's right now, but I'm going to go through this way anyways because the pathway is still closed on the inside of the hotel. If you're leaving the Fantasia gift shop, you still have to go around the long way and past the pool and stuff anyways. So I figured I'd just go straight and use this downtown Disney entrance here. But the other entrance is open now, just FYI. That'll help the lines out at the other entrances for sure. But since I'm down here anyways, instead of looping back and backtracking, once they get that walkway open outside the gift shop, then you can just go straight through to the normal downtown Disney security entrance. But for now, I'm just going to use this one over here. All right, now that we went to the Fantasia shop at the Disneyland Hotel and checked out that merchandise, we're gonna go to Craftsman Bar and Grill and try out the hot dog of the month. You guys know I love trying the hot dogs of the month each month, but I'm really especially excited for this one because it looks phenomenal. I love bratwurst, so I think this one's gonna be perfect for me. Ooh, I'm really hungry too, so I'm looking forward to this. And then I think afterwards we'll go to the cookie cart in the lobby of the Grand Californian Hotel and we'll just kind of get a cookie or some kind of dessert there. I think there's a couple of things I didn't try, but we'll try at least one thing for the Halloween season, and that'll be my dessert for today. So let's go get this lunch. Craftsman Grill is one of my favorite places to eat in all of Disney. I just think their food quality is always good, and it's fun how they have a rotational menu. It keeps it really interesting that they come up with a creative, unique, and always delicious. I've never had a bad one. I love their hot dogs of the month though. They always come up with a unique and creative hot dog of the month, and I really appreciate that. It takes a lot of thought and a lot of discipline to do that every single month, and then to retrain the kitchen how to make it, and just to be creative enough to come up with the ideas. But I really like eating here. It's not busy at all here today. It's really nice. There's plenty of seats inside. Actually, I think all the tables except for one inside are open, but I like my cozy little corner back here tucked away. I always try to get this table if I can. Also, it's freezing inside. I have never felt it that cold. The air conditioning is cranked, and it's not quite a warm day. It's kind of in between warm and cool today. It was 68 when I first got here. It's about 75 now. It's a beautiful day. I was also checking wait times, and the parks are not busy at all. I'm gonna go into DCA after this and ride some rides. I don't think I'll really film it. I'm just gonna ride some of my favorite rides for my birthday celebration. I'll probably do Incredicoaster, which is at a 20-minute wait right now. Soarin' is only a 30-minute wait, and I have 3 hours until Oogie Boogie Bash. That's when DCA closes at 6 tonight. It's 3 right now. I also just got a text that my room is ready, so I'm gonna go kind of unpack and get my stuff from Bell Services and stuff too, and get settled into my room. So I think I'm not gonna film too much more tonight. I think after DCA, I'll come back here and stop at the cookie cart and get a cookie, and I'll try that in my room later too and let you guys know how that is. I think they had a peanut butter cookie, something like that, that I really wanted to try. A peanut butter chocolate cookie, if I remember correctly. So we'll pick that up for dessert too. But this looks phenomenal. This has potential to be one of the best hot dogs of the month. I don't know though, that hamburger hot dog last month was my favorite hot dog of all time. Like, not just a Disney hot dog, that was the best hot dog I've ever eaten, because I love In-N-Out, and it really was just like In-N-Out on a hot dog. It was delicious. This looks like it's gonna be incredible. It smells great too. It's the Biergarten dog. Now this is $17 this month. I think they've been $16 if I remember correctly. They're always $16, so they are increasing the price on these. $1 isn't too much, but those incremental increases add up and do get you eventually, because when it's a 17, 18, 19, 20, where do you draw the line? This used to be $11 back in the day. Actually, only 2 years ago, all the hot dogs of the month were $11.99, so they have increased in price dramatically. It's crazy that within probably 3 or 4 years, it'll have doubled in price from $12 probably up to $25 pretty soon, because it's a couple dollars more at the bar. I think this is about $22 or $23 at the bar. So come to the grill if you can, because it's 17 bucks here. Still worth it for me though, because you can split this and it looks enormous. The bratwurst is huge. I mean, this is like a foot-long hot dog, and it's very thick. Well, it's loosely called a hot dog of the month. I mean, this is a bratwurst, which is obviously a German sausage. I love bratwurst though. So this is called the Biergarten Brat. It's for Oktoberfest. Grilled pork bratwurst, beer cheese sauce. I'm really intrigued by that. That sounds delicious. Spicy honey mustard, red wine braised cabbage, and crispy onions served with garlic fries. So they didn't just give you the regular standard fries, they actually put garlic fries on the plate. The thing is though, is I don't see much garlic. It smells garlicky, but there's only a couple of pieces of garlic on there. I love garlic, so I wish this was coated in garlic. That would be delicious. I think to improve this too, they could chop up the garlic a little more finely. It's in pretty large chunks. If they chopped it up a little more finely, or even just kind of grated it, then it would cover the French fries a lot better, or mix it into some sort of oil and kind of toss it like a truffle oil, and then toss it onto the French fries. It just doesn't stick to the French fries at all, and there's not enough garlic, but it smells amazing. The garlic smells so good. So if you're gonna be around other people, you might not want to get this, because you're gonna probably reek like garlic for the rest of the day. That's okay though, I'm just on a solo trip today. But this looks amazing. I'm super excited for the cabbage too. I'm a big cabbage fan. I like sauerkraut, so it'd be nice if there was sauerkraut. But the red cabbage gives this kind of a Halloween vibe too, which is nice. I love beer cheese sauce. That's amazing that they put this on a bratwurst. And honey mustard. Honey mustard is one of my favorite condiments, and it has the crispy onions that you get on top of green bean casserole during Thanksgiving. I love when they use those crispy onions here. It also comes on a pretzel bun, so it's way better than your normal store-bought grocery store bun. It looks really phenomenal actually, and it just smells great. I can smell the cabbage, I can smell the sauces, I can smell the cheese in there and the honey mustard. This is gonna be fantastic. I have a really good feeling about this one, and it's also gonna be very messy. Look at how big and thick that is. It's really hard to bite into. I always cut them in half to see the cross section. That's about as big as my hand. That's a really thick cross section there. That's why you could split this. It's long and it's big, and it looks like the outside has been toasted. The pretzel bread is nice and crunchy and soft, and it's pretty toasted on the outside too. So let's give this a bite though. I'm really excited to try this. That is excellent. I love that. You have to really enjoy bratwurst and that really deep German sausage flavor. Otherwise, you're not gonna enjoy this. It's not like a hot dog at all. It's definitely a bratwurst, and it's a good quality bratwurst. The meat that they're using is a really nice quality. For a theme park meat, this is great. This is up there with one of the best bratwursts I've ever had. This is delicious. I'd say I like the other hot dog of the month last month a little bit better, but this is a really close second. The beer cheese sauce and the honey mustard add a little bit of sweetness, and it's really beer forward. You can definitely taste the beer in there. The crispy pretzel bun is high quality and delicious. It's crispy. This is very messy and incredibly hard to eat. That's the only complaint I have about it. It's really hard to get your mouth around everything to get one bite with everything in it. The honey mustard's great though. It's a really unique honey mustard, not your just standard honey mustard. I really enjoy this and think it's fantastic. It needs more of the crispy onions on top. Maybe some sauteed onions would be really good, or just diced raw onions. I'm a huge fan of onions, so this could just use a little more onions to me. It's a pretty sweet dog. It balances really well with the savoriness and the saltiness from the pork bratwurst, but there's enough sweetness in it that it's a really good balance of flavors. This is excellent and I really like it. I would recommend this. I would get this one again. You gotta try this. If you're a bratwurst fan, you're gonna enjoy this one. And I also have to try the French fries here. Try to get a piece with garlic, but it's really hard to find a French fry with garlic on it. So we'll just give it a try. It's garlicky, but it doesn't have an overwhelming or super strong garlic flavor. It just needs a little more garlic and a little more finely chopped, but they are better than your standard Disney fries. They are very good. I like these French fries a lot. They also serve this with ranch and ketchup without me asking, which is really nice. Garlic fries and ranch are just perfect pair. That is awesome. This is a really good meal. You could split this because it's a huge meal. Split this and then get a dessert, you know, and you'd be full after that. This is a really good meal though. I really like this. Craftsman never disappoints. I just wanted to do things I love for my birthday, and Craftsman is one of the things I really love doing. So I'm glad we decided to eat here for dinner. Well, it's like a late lunch, almost dinner time, but I'm glad we decided to eat here because this is really delicious. All right, this is my room, this time 0628. I think I've been in this exact room before, and I know that all the 28s have balconies, so I'm super thrilled about that. I just booked the regular duo studio, which only sleeps 2 people. They're the smallest hotel rooms at the Disneyland Hotel, but they work great for me. They're very comfortable. They only have just a pull-down Murphy queen bed, but the bed is a lot more comfortable than a regular sofa bed. You have a Keurig coffee maker in here. They need to replace these Keurig machines though, because the last couple of times I could not get them to work, and I know how to operate a Keurig machine. It's not a user error or anything like that. They're very easy to operate, but a lot of them just don't work, and I've heard that's been a problem since they opened. So unfortunately, they do need to replace those. They've been replaced in some of the rooms, but I got stuck with one of the Keurig ones, so I'll probably just have to get coffee elsewhere instead of making it in my room. But normally they give you some 70th edition Keurig pods there. You have a nice large counter space. You do get a microwave, which is great, and you also get a big refrigerator. I mean, it's a mini fridge, but it's still big for a mini fridge. You can fit a lot of stuff in there, which is great. And what I like about their fridges is they actually have a freezer in there. The freezer actually keeps stuff really cold. You can see the ice around the freezer. It's a real freezer. And I got a Jungle Book themed room. I've stayed in this exact one before. I think I've been in all the 2.8s. For some reason, I am so fortunate to always get one of the 2.8 rooms. The ones that end in 2.8 have a balcony, and not a lot of the rooms at the Discovery Tower have balconies at all. So it's weird that I get balconies so often, but I've had balconies like 80 or 90% of the time. I think only one of my stays of like a dozen stays here has been in a regular room without a balcony. So I'm super lucky for that. This pulls down into my queen size bed. You have some nice Jungle Book artwork there, which is great. I love that you get a bedside table on each side with a charger and a light on both sides and an outlet, a charging outlet and a plug. So you get USB-C, you get USB-A, the regular USB, and then you also get a plug on each side. And that's really, really convenient that they do that. And last but not least, we won't even go over the restroom. It's the same restroom that I always have. But last but not least, let's go look at the balcony because that's my favorite part out here. All right, so the balcony is big. It's a nice sized balcony for a little hotel room. You get 2 chairs, comfortable chairs, and a little table here so you can sit out and enjoy your coffee. And if you turn this way, it's not much of a view at all. It's just like the HVAC units. That right there is the DVC cast member building that they work in. So really not much to look at. The HVAC's a little noisy out here, so it's not quite relaxing, but I still like having an outdoor space and a balcony. I really prefer having this over a regular room. And like I said before, most of the rooms here, a majority of them do not have a balcony. So I feel really fortunate just to have this space, and it's just nice to sit out here. It's hot out here though. On this side of the building where the sun's still beating down, it is very hot, but in the shade, it's pretty chilly. You could put on a jacket in the shade right now, but how lucky am I? I'm one lucky duck to be able to stay here for 2 nights for my birthday. After lunch at Craftsman, I went to the lobby of the Grand Californian Hotel and I got some treats at the cookie cart in there. I love the cookie carts when they do them for the season, and that pumpkin cake that I had last time was phenomenal. The Linzer cookie was okay. It was cool because it was Jack Skellington, but it was just an okay Linzer cookie, but that cake was outstanding. If you didn't try that pumpkin cake, it's pretty pricey. It was like $13.50, I think, but it's really dense and you can split it between 2 or 3 people. That was a very delicious cake, especially if you like pumpkin spice, and it wasn't too sweet. It had a really nice pumpkin flavor, just like pumpkin pie, but really, really good. But I picked up 2 more new treats that I haven't tried yet, and I'm really excited to try these. I'm not sure exactly what the first one is. It's an Oogie Boogie Macaron. It was $10.50, and I went to check the description in the menu on the app, and it's not on there. I don't know why. There's most of the items are on the menu on the app, but this macaron in particular is not. I should have asked in person, but I figured I would just check the app, and since it wasn't there, now I'm not really sure. But I think what it looks like, and I cut it in half to look at the cross section, it's an Oogie Boogie Macaron on the outside, obviously, just your normal macaron. That looks really cool. It's really nice how it's stenciled in with Oogie Boogie, but the inside is probably just a chocolate buttercream and what looks like a caramel on the very center. Now, I always like to cut these in half. That way I can get a bite with the ingredients, all of it mixed together. Because if you bite from the outside, you're just gonna get the buttercream, but you won't get the filling that's always in the center. That's just how they do macarons at Disney. Obviously, they need to hold the stuff in, so they put a ring around the center of buttercream, and then they put the filling in the center there. So if you really want to try it all in one bite, you got to cut it in half to enjoy it the best. I did notice when cutting into it that it was a little bit stale feeling, not like a normal macaron that you get here that's nice and crispy. It was really hard cutting into it. That could be because it's refrigerated and it just needs to come up to room temperature, or it could be because it's stale and a little bit too old to sell. We'll see when we bite into it. It does look good though. I love caramel, I love chocolate, so this is right up my alley, and it's a really nice looking treat. $10 is a bit pricey, $10.50, a little bit pricey for a macaron. The macarons in the park are gonna be a little bit cheaper. The macarons in the park are also a little bit smaller, but not much smaller, maybe like 80–90% of the size of this one. So you're not getting too much more for the price. But in general, just know going to the Grand Californian cookie cart, things are gonna be pretty expensive. So you just have to be okay with the high prices going into it. All right, I'm gonna give this a bite, try to get some of the, what looks like caramel on the center there, but it's like a really thick caramel. So we'll see when I bite into it. Whoa, that is good. It tastes like a homemade Werther's caramel, but a salted caramel. It's really salty, and it definitely has the homemade kind of caramel flavor, like a caramel that you'd get that's fresh made at a candy shop. That's what it tastes like. They're definitely fresh making that caramel in the kitchen, and they're putting it with some chocolate buttercream. The chocolate buttercream is great. The caramel is sweeter than the chocolate buttercream. The buttercream is not that sweet, and overall it's not a super sweet dessert, but it is delicious. I really like that one. I would recommend this. I'd get it again. This is really good. It really hits the spot if you're a chocolate lover like me, and it's really Instagrammable and adorable. I love that Oogie Boogie's on the outside. Really is festive for the Halloween season. If you're going to Oogie Boogie Bash, the lines are really long from the Grand Californian to get in, so maybe stop in and just get a cookie, and that way you can eat this in line while you're waiting for the security check, and it gives you something to do while you wait in line. But this is a really good treat. I would definitely recommend that. I love that caramel flavor. It's excellent. It's also chewier than your normal macaron, and I think if it sat for one more day, it would be too stale to eat. It's definitely not a super fresh macaron. I got one that was a little bit on the stale side, but it's still edible and enjoyable. I just think if it sat there until tomorrow, this probably would be too chewy to eat, too stale, because it's more chewy than a normal macaron. I kind of like the texture though. I like how it's crispy on the outside and chewy in the middle. It's good. I would get this one again. It's delicious. I also got an Ooey Gooey peanut butter chocolate cookie. It's filled with peanut butter on the inside. This is another one that's really good looking and very cute and adorable. I like that it's got the gummy worms on top, just kind of like the dirt, you know, like the dessert dirts that they do with gummy worms, and It's a chocolate cookie, so it looks like worms on the soil, and it's got some green goo on the top too, some green icing. I think this one's gonna be pretty delicious. I do like the chocolate cookies at Disney. They're better than the regular cookies. The double chocolate chip cookies are really good though, where they're like reverse chocolate, you know? They're chocolate cookie with the white chocolate inside. Those are my favorite ones at Disney, so I think this is gonna be delicious. I cut it down the middle, that way I could get some peanut butter and chocolate cookie all in one bite. So let me try this out. I'm gonna pick the gummy worm off though. The gummy worm is really cute, but I don't want that to conflict with the flavor of the peanut butter and chocolate. Gummy worm just doesn't go with peanut butter and chocolate. It's just there for the looks, obviously. It's adorable looking. And it's got some sprinkles, some Halloween sprinkles on top, which makes it very festive. So let's give this a bite. The frosting on top is like a really hard icing. I'm surprised. Let me try this though. That's good too. I like the Oogie Boogie Macaron a little better, but what I like about the cookie is that it's really sweet. It's sweeter than the macaron. The inside is like peanut butter mixed with powdered sugar. It's kind of like a Reese's filling on the inside. I do love Reese's. I don't love this cookie, but I think it is a very good cookie still. It's just not my favorite of the two, but the chocolate cookie itself is nice. It's got a really nice crunch. The cookie's a little stale though too. Both these desserts are just on the stale side. I think they're making too many of them and not selling them as quick as they thought they were going to. And they're sitting on the shelf for a little bit longer because the cookie's really, really crunchy and crispy, but also on the dry side a little bit. So not really necessarily a positive thing. It's not a bad cookie by any means, and I still would get it again. The peanut butter definitely saves it and helps it be more moist, but I like the cookie, I like the sprinkles. It's a fun treat and it looks good. If you like the combination of peanut butter and chocolate, you're gonna enjoy this one too. I do enjoy it, I would get it again, but I'd pick the macaron over the cookie. Good morning. It is my official birthday today, and there's nothing better than waking up at the Disneyland Hotel on your actual birthday. This is amazing. I'm so glad I decided to do a 2-night stay so that I don't have to check out today and can enjoy it all for one more day. I don't think I'm gonna vlog too much today. I'm gonna go to dinner with a friend and catch up with her and stuff because I haven't seen her for a while. She was on a big trip. So it'll be a lot of fun to see her again. My birthday's gonna be really special today. I'm excited for it. Maybe try for dinner at Carthay. But I am gonna vlog this morning just a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys the Pumpkin Spice Latte that I ordered from Coffee House. I'm gonna go pick that up right now. I'm so excited to be at the Disneyland Hotel today. I got my little birthday button. Check that out, isn't that cool? The gal that did that has really good handwriting. I really appreciate when Disney people have good handwriting. The cast members always take the time to write out your button too. Like she put that little Mickey on the eye. That is so adorable. I love that. It's the little things. I got my Huey, Louie, and Dewey shirt on from Kohl's. I got this for really cheap at Kohl's. It's super comfortable and I think it's adorable for the Halloween season. And I got my fancy schmancy brand new 1901 jacket. I love this jacket. It is so awesome. It's got the 1901 right there, but the back of this jacket is incredible. I think this is some of the best Club 33/1901 merchandise I've ever seen them make. This one just came out too, so I'm really lucky to have it. I'm gonna have a great day today. I think I'm just gonna watch the Bootstrappers, watch a lot of live entertainment, eat my favorite foods. Maybe I'll get a hot link corn dog. That's one of my favorite foods. It's kind of chilly this morning. Maybe I'll get some clam chowder or that other chowder at Aunt Cass Cafe. That one was really good, the baked potato soup. But yeah, it's gonna be a great day. So thank you guys for joining me. Let's get this started. And it's not gonna be too much of a vlog for today. We did most of the vlog yesterday, but let's go get our coffee and then I'll call it a day. I just wanna live in the moment today and be off my phone as much as possible and not film and stuff like that. So I'm really gonna enjoy my birthday. This is gonna be an awesome day today. This is the new Jack Skellington bucket that I haven't showed yet. $39.99, and you can get it here at the Coffee House, which is nice. You can pick it up here. They have plenty of them in stock. Isn't that cool? Jack on his gravestone. Look at this side though. You have Zero. Ooh, that is very cool. The little basket and the scary jack-o'-lantern. I love that. That's a really cool bucket. Wow. Is it a, yeah, it's a bucket. I was gonna say it's not a sipper, right? I definitely knew it was a bucket. I was like, that's weird. That's a very oddly shaped bucket. It's kind of tiny for a popcorn bucket too, but it is really nice. Let's look at the strap too, because I always love the straps on these. Look at how cool he looks though, sitting up there. That is just very, very awesome. They always do a really good job designing the straps for these too. Look at that Disney Parks logo and the graveyard, but I love that Zero's on there. That is just so cool. They always do a really good job with these. I love the detail on them. All right, I'm at this nice little table outside the DVC Discovery Tower. It's actually a geyser behind me, but I haven't seen the geyser working in a long time. But I figured it'd be really peaceful and tranquil to start my day here with the waterfall behind me. You can hear that waterfall. It's very soothing to listen to the sounds of water. I just absolutely love waterfalls in general. So I'm really excited to just sit here and start my day in the right way. I picked up my coffee from the coffee house. I mobile ordered this. It was $7.25. Last time I actually got oat milk with it, but this time I went with the default, which was just regular low-fat milk on there, and they put whipped cream on it this time. Last time they didn't put whipped cream. I think they don't put whipped cream when you order a dairy alternative because they assume you're lactose intolerant or don't want dairy, so they just don't put the whipped cream on the mobile order. I'm sure you could ask after you pick it up for them to still put whipped cream on it. I like oat milk. I just really like the taste of oat milk, and I kind of prefer that. I'm not dairy-free or lactose intolerant or anything. I just like to get the oat milk in coffee drinks, but this time I figured I'd order it just like most people will try it, and we'll give that a go. I love the pumpkin spice latte, though, from Coffee House, so I know I'm going to enjoy this. I still haven't had a PSL from Starbucks this year. PSL, look at me talking like I'm a Starbucks girly. I don't even go to Starbucks, like hardly ever, but I do like their fall drinks. But let's give this a sip here with regular milk and we'll try that out. That is so good. It's creamy, it's sweet, it's got a really nice pumpkin spice flavor to it. They also sprinkle some pumpkin spice on the top. It's not overly sweet though. Some of the cold brews in the park are sweeter than this. I like the sweetness of this. It's sweet and creamy. I like it better than probably any of the cold brews. The pumpkin creme brulee in the park is a good cold brew, and I don't remember what the pumpkin one tastes like at Jolly Holiday. Maybe I'll have to retry that because I think it's been a year or two since I've had that one, but I did not like the pumpkin spice tiramisu one. That was not as good as the regular tiramisu. It was kind of disappointing, but this is good. This is not disappointing. This is delicious. I would recommend getting this. A little pricey at $7.25. You might as well just go to Starbucks for that price, but it is a really good drink. Personally, comparing the two, I do prefer the oat milk one, but this is a really good drink. I like it, and I think most people would order it just the standard way it comes, and that's with low-fat milk, but the oat milk is really good. If you like oat milk, try it with that. You're gonna really like it. It's actually a really good drink. This is fun. What a fun way to start my day. I think I'm gonna call the vlog a day and call it done for now, but that'll be it for my birthday vlog. I think I'm just gonna put my camera away, put my phone away, and just kind of enjoy being at Disneyland today. So I just wanted to point out, even though the geyser's broken and I haven't seen it working in a long time, this is really cool how they have the plaque here. I don't think most people realize this, but I read every plaque, and I've read this one. A couple years ago I read this one for the first time. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that till right now. Someone left a little teeny tiny duck right there. Isn't that so funny? I have some Halloween ducks and I leave them around the park for people, and I leave them in just like random places where cast members will find them and stuff. Isn't that funny that some Disney people do that? That is so cute. That is the funniest little duck. But sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, I was saying that geyser is actually one of the geysers from Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland, the old attraction that used to be where Big Thunder is in Frontierland in the 1960s. Isn't that awesome? I really wish they'd get it up and working again because it's a really cool water feature. It shoots water up into the air really high, but I'm enjoying the duck right here, and I'm enjoying being next to the waterfall at least. What a great way to start my birthday. These are the little Halloween ducks that I was talking about that I have. You know what? I'm going to give away a bunch of these today. That'll make my day, and I'm going to leave them in random places for people. It makes me happy to make other people happy, and sometimes the little things really do make you happy. It's just so funny to see people's reaction when you give them one of these because they're so darn cute. Look at their little faces. They're so tiny and adorable. I love these ducks. Thank you guys very much for joining me for my birthday staycation. I had such a magical time here at the Disneyland Hotel already, and I still have another night here, which is awesome. I'm just gonna have a pool day today, do a lot of my favorite things, watch the Bootstrappers, eat my favorite foods, definitely trying to celebrate my birthday this year. I don't always get into my birthday, but this year I'm feeling it, so I might as well celebrate it and have a fun time. The hot dog of the month, or rather the bratwurst of the month, was really, really good. You guys have to try that if you like cabbage. The braised cabbage was really, really good. I like the honey mustard on that, the cheese sauce, everything about it was fantastic. The crispy onions, the pretzel bun, and the sausage itself, the bratwurst, was a really good quality sausage. Delicious. If you like bratwurst, try that one out from Craftsman. It was so good. I also love that macaron. The Oogie Boogie Macaron had a really good caramel flavor on the inside, super buttery and savory, but in a really good way because it was a salted caramel. So it was like a sweet savory combination. It was really, really delicious. The chocolate buttercream was great, and it was a really festive and fun treat too. The Ooey Gooey peanut butter cookie was also really good. If you like the combination of chocolate and peanut butter, it had a really nice kind of like Reese's peanut butter filling in the center. And I love the iced pumpkin latte. That was super delicious. I like it with oat milk a little better, but it was fun to start my day sitting next to the waterfall, sipping my coffee. I'm just gonna kind of meander around today, not have anything set in stone, just do whatever I feel like doing and have a really fun day. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you had fun coming along with me, and take care. I'll see you real soon.